In this video, you'll learn how to install a HardieBacker cement board in a tub shower 60 inches above the tub height and how much time it takes. Okay, when you're trying to figure out how much HardieBacker you'll need, think about the HardieBacker dimensions of 36 inch by 60 inch or 3 feet by 5 feet. And for this tub shower, you'll need 4 to 5 pieces of HardieBacker if you're going to go up 60 inches above the tub, or 67 pieces if you're going all the way up to 8 feet tall. It all depends on your tub dimensions, stud locations, and shampoo niche. Yes, it's a niche, not a niche.
Niche.
And then you'll need to factor in where the stud locations are and the tub size. Why do I mention the stud locations? Because the stud locations just outside of the tub area, like on that front skirt edge, that stud may not end right at that 30-inch location. Heck, it may not even be at 32 inches. So you may have to plan on cutting some of that drywall back away from the front of the tub a few inches, like you see on the left-hand side of the tub here in this video, in order to find that next stud location. Or maybe you'll just have to add in a stud in order to not mess with the drywall finishing, and the paint. Go to your local home improvement store and purchase enough HardieBacker for your tub shower based on the dimensions of your cut pieces, which might be 4 to 5 pieces for a tub shower like this. For the 1/2-inch HardieBacker, you'll need 1 5/8 backer on screws, which uses a T25 Torx bit. The 1 1/4 screws are for when you use 1/4-inch HardieBacker on the floor. Screws get installed every 8 inches. Set up an area outside on some sawhorses or lawn to cut the HardieBacker with a grinder and a towel blade, or use a circular saw with a circular saw blade that you're willing to throw away. After your new tub and shower valve are installed and your shampoo niche framed, you are ready to start installing the HardieBacker. It should look something like this tub area. Alright, so now we get to do the second piece here. Lift it up and slide it past the shower valve so you're not knocking into that. Well, we have the same situation as before, where we got to pre-drill all of these just to help speed up the process of getting about 30 screws in. See, a whole lot faster with the drill bit than it is trying to use your screw as a drill bit. Let's get that T25 bit in there. Whole bunch of screws. Alright, hopefully it's going quick. On the 5-foot back wall, you'll use 2 pieces of HardieBacker, and if you measure well for your shampoo niche and cut the hole in the HardieBacker nicely, then you can use that piece for the back of the shampoo niche. Now for this last piece on this wall. As a former building inspector and home inspector, I just wanted to let you know that drywall is not allowed as a tile underlayment in the shower area. So you can still have drywall above the shower tile and on the ceiling, and of course that needs to be moisture resistant sheetrock drywall, but it can't be regular drywall. So, and that's been that way for at least 20 years. You know how I like it tight, huh? Gotta fit that HardieBacker nice and tight to all the sheetrock. Where is your sense of humor, huh? It took 1.25 hours to install HardieBacker on the left wall, 1.25 hours to install the 2 pieces of HardieBacker on the 5-foot wide back wall, 1.25 hours on the right shower head wall, and 1 hour for the 8 little pieces around the 2 shampoo niches. That's a total of 4.75 hours plus the time you'll need to pick up the materials and whatever drive time you may have to include. Now what I prefer to do here is to pre-cut all 8 pieces of the 4 sides of the 2 niches here. So with this piece here, to make my life easier, I went ahead and pre-drilled 2 holes at each end, 1 hole in the middle on all 8 pieces here. So that'll kind of speed up the screwing process. And take the screws here. And if you think I did a good job with the HardieBacker installation and the video production, feel free to leave a thumbs up below. And if you want to leave a comment about what it was specifically, drop it down in the comment section. Alright, well that about wraps it up for all of the HardieBacker stuff. Now, one of the things that you should do on the bottom parts of any shampoo niche and the benches and so on, if you have that, is to put a 1/4 inch per foot slope on this bottom part here. Whenever the water gets through the grout joint or potentially a crack between one tile and another tile here, if that water hits, a pre-slope thing, then it's going to drain off real easily. If it doesn't have a pre-slope to it, then the water's just going to puddle there and kind of creates a mildew, mold kind of situation. So I want to fill in any sort of gaps that might exist around this stuff here. Partially because I'm a little OCD about this stuff here and like to have everything look nice and tight. And other reasons just to kind of help span that gap for the HydroBand waterproofing material. We want to first apply the HydroBand here, starting at the bottom, working our way up. The goal here in the beginning is just to get the HydroBand up on the wall with the smooth edge of the trowel, and then I'll come back with the 5/16 V-notch and then go ahead and actually create the grooves to make sure I have the thickness correct, and then we'll come back with the thin, smooth edge here and just flatten it out without removing any.